the true nature of the Star of the East. The parallelisms of Christ's teachings with Yoga Vedanta doctrines strongly support the records known to exist in India, which state that Jesus lived and studied there during 15 of the unaccounted for years of his life. No mention is made of him in the New Testament from his 12th to 30th year. Jesus journeyed to India to return the visit of the three wise men from the East who came to pay homage to him at his birth. They were guided to the Christ child by the divine light of a star, not a physical luminary, but the star of the omniscient spiritual eye. This third eye can be seen within the forehead, between the eyebrows, by the deeply meditating devotee. The spiritual eye is a metaphysical telescope through which one can see to infinity in all directions simultaneously, beholding with omnipresent spherical vision whatever is happening in any point of creation. The spiritual eye has been mentioned in the teachings of India, and Jesus referred to it. 2. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Brought thus to the stable in Bethlehem by the guiding light of the spiritual eye, the wise men recognized and honored the infant Christ for the great soul and divine incarnation that he was. During the unknown period of his life, Jesus repaid their visit. Even in the name and title of Jesus, we find Sanskrit words with a corresponding sound and meaning. The words Jesus and Isa, pronounced Isha, are substantially the same. Is, Isa, and Iswara all refer to the Lord, or Supreme Being. Jesus derives from the Greek form of the name Joshua or Jeshua, a contraction of Jehoshua, help of Jehovah or Savior. The title Christ is also found in India. It was perhaps given to Jesus there in the word Krishna, which sometimes I purposely spell Krishna to show the correlation. Christ and Krishna are titles signifying divinity, meaning that these two avatars were one with God. While residing in physical form, their consciousness expressed oneness with the Christ consciousness, the intelligence of God omnipresent in creation. This consciousness is also called the only begotten Son of God because it is the sole perfect reflection in creation of the uncreated infinite. To understand what Christ consciousness means, consider the contrast between your consciousness and that of a little ant. The ant's awareness is limited by the minuscule size of his body. Your consciousness resides throughout your relatively capacious form. If anyone touches any part of your body, you are aware of it. Creation is the body of God, and his consciousness omnipresent therein is called the Christ consciousness. He is aware of whatever we do within his universal form, just as we are conscious of our little selves. Through oneness with that Christ consciousness, Jesus was able to know, without being told, that Lazarus was dead. The wonders of God's creation cannot be discovered by a cow. It is the unique potential of human beings to attain the omniscience of oneness with Christ consciousness. I ask those who do not believe in God, whence came the intelligence in man and in the universe, if it is not produced in some divine factory hidden behind the ether? Such mysteries prompted Einstein to say that space looks very suspicious. Space is concealing God. His intelligence is hidden there, for out of the nothingness of space comes everything. Being one with this intelligence, which guides every atom in creation, Jesus could materialize his form anywhere he wished. And he can still do so, just as he used to appear every night to St. Francis in Assisi. Jesus was conscious not only of his microcosmic physical form, but also of all creation as his macrocosmic body. He could truthfully say, I and my Father are one. He experienced his presence in all atoms, even as does his Father. Jesus alluded to the omnipresent Christ consciousness when he said, Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without the sight of your Father. Christ came at a critical time in history when the world was sorely in need of spiritual hope and regeneration. His message was not intended to foster multifarious sects, each claiming him as their own. His was a universal message of unity, one of the grandest ever given. He reminded mankind that it is written in the Scriptures, Ye are gods, and St. John voiced the inspiration and spirit of Christ's teaching when he said, But as many as received him, the Christ consciousness manifested in Jesus and in all creation, to them gave he power to become the sons of God. Was there ever a greater message? Jesus assured the downtrodden, the white and the dark man, the Oriental and the Occidental, that they are all children of God. Whoever is pure in heart, no matter what his race or color, can receive the Lord. The charcoal and the diamond receive the same rays of the sun, but the diamond reflects their radiance. So, both in the Orient and the Occident, those who have diamond mentalities shall reflect God and be called the sons of God, and those who keep themselves dark with evil qualities shall not be able to reflect His light.